First off, rest in peace, neighborhood nip. I ain't crip, but I'm on that neighborhood shoot. Building business, it's that black owned. If you hustle, better hustle till your pack gone. If you work, better work till your back hurt. And if you rap, make it better than your last verse. Yeah, more lyrics. Stick and move, Javante
AJ, El Presidente, Eddie Kane University. Hill gon' heal, regardless. You, B. Cannon, Bethel High School, by way of 3-Man Weave, LLC.
Michelle, producer, Faith Overseer.
You can catch this wave from the Marlins to the Mariners. Doing things you can't believe. It's the 3-Man Weave.
What's going on, good people? We back with another episode of the 3-Man Weave podcast. I am your guy, AJ, Mr. Red Cup Never Solo, here as always with my guys. Who I got with me?
You already know who it is. You got your boy Cannon, Washington fan extraordinaire, here to cut the cap.
Cut the cap.
That's a fact.
You already know who it is. It's your boy Hill. Hill going Hill regardless, baby. White cup shouty.
Yeah.
That ain't white.
It's clear.
It's clear. It's clear.
Clear.
Is that what we call? Is that opaque? Is it opaque?
That's how we started up. You can catch us on all major podcast platforms. 3-Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3-Man Weave _. We are on TikTok now.
Woo!
Yeah, same thing. 3-Man Weave _ you can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com. This is episode 111.
Woo!
Damn,
we moving through these things, boy.
Mm-hmm.
We deep.
Hey, so
BET Awards.
BET Awards. Let's start this off because I'm unsure about relationships and people's familiarity and friendships in the goddamn industry, as they say. So let them know what we talking about here.
Well, BET Awards was this weekend, and everybody was on the red carpet. Everybody showed up. Everybody actually put an emphasis on the BET Awards this year. I'm actually kind of proud of how they respected it. They respected the award. Normally they push it to the side and be like, oh, it's not the Grammys, yada yada yada. But on the red carpet now, my boy, he's one of my quota rappers.
No, I like him, man.
Jack Harlow. He seen something he liked, Sweetie. He introduced himself. He shot his shot immediately. Didn't waste no time.
Looking like Kayvon Herter over there.
Didn't waste no time. And I just want to know your thoughts on that.
I like how he responded under pressure because she said that he was shaking. And I watched the video. I didn't see no shakes. And then he solidified it, put his other hand up there like, nah, ain't no shake. That might be your hand trembling. You feel me? And then he looked at the camera too. So it's like, you gotta shoot your shot. I ain't mad at him. I like Jack Harlow, man. Yeah. So it's like I don't see nothing wrong with it. And if she don't mess with him, that's cool too. You can't you can't hit none of the shots that you don't take. So
that's a fact. That's a fact.
100%. I, on the other hand, although I do respect it, at what cost? Because that is, so although, say what you want about how they dress and whatnot, the Migos, I don't care what happens, they are down to fight. There's been rumors that they may have lost some, but it's also rumors that they will jump the hell out of you.
I thought that was over. Listen, man.
It was over when Justin, your boy, got his ass whooped too. Respectfully.
I'm just saying, like some of these famous, they move on. They other famous people. Like,
hey, listen.
Sorry if it is. That's what I would say if I was Jack. My bad.
For for you to repossess a Bentley. Oh,
I forgot you're a fan.
Hey, look, to repossess a Bentley, I think it's still something there. So I think
still some feelings there. Still some feelings there.
And I'm just trying to like.
He didn't sneak. It would have been worse if he did it. Try to do it on the slide.
100%. And for me, the reason why I say what I say is, I like growing up, I like to put together puzzles. I wasn't necessarily always good at it when they got real difficult, and you had like 750 pieces. But like them 35, like them big ass 35-piece Scooby-Doo puzzles. Oh, I was a beast at them shit. So I'm just trying to like piece together some puzzles. And if you remember the All-Star Celebrity Game, when Jack Harlow, who we have on his, he was out there working with Lil Baby, had him stretching and everything. And there was also rumors that Lil Baby had some people put the beats on Offset. So I'm wondering if, Jack Harlow, like, look, I got a Lil Baby on my side.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
locked
shoot
in with the hero.
Like, hey, he don't got no cake for no reason. I'm good. I'm safe in these Atlanta streets because they don't want this problem. So I'm just thinking, like, am I reaching? Oh, do I got some validity here?
He got some validity.
It was some validity there. You can't think like that, bro. When you a shooter, bro, you gotta shoot. He seen something. He seen something he liked. He had to go get it, and I ain't mad at him. I actually admire stuff like that.
And it was an old fashioned. That's an old fashioned holler that don't even exist anymore. You see what I'm saying? Like that's how you had to do. That's how you had to do it. You feel me? That's how you had to do it back in the day before cell phones. Like you had to get the digits, bro.
You had to go talk to him. You had to go talk to him, man.
How my breath smell?
It would have been corny if he'd have waited later and sent a DM like, "I seen you at the
after I seen you." And see what I'm saying?
You was looking good.
I seen you right here. What's up?
Yeah.
Like, what's up?
You know my name. What's popping? Ain't that a song? What's popping? Hey, that's exactly how you gotta come at her. Like, what's popping?
And she knew who he was.
I'm the illest white boy. I'm the illest white boy.
Of course, she knew who he was.
I'm just saying, but she said, she's like, yeah, I know. Oh, I know. Like, she been checking for my man. And another aspect that y'all missing, the way that she eat food. Oh, they a match made in heaven.
Oh, 100%. She eat like she poor.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? She's making all these struggle meals. Jack ready. Go ahead, Jack.
Look, so it's struggle meals and no seasoning. Like, you put that together, that's the perfect marriage.
That's terrible. That's terrible marriage.
Let's go ahead and transition for Dr. Umar cancel us.
Oh, he's watching. He's watching.
He's over your shoulder.
Hey.
Oh man.
So
it was a fight this weekend.
Yeah, Cannon.
Did you put the link in the chat, AJ?
Yep, yeah, I put in the chat.
Let me go ahead.
Facebook user. Yeah. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna hit this. I'm gonna hit it in the chat one more time. You said Jack should have sent somebody to throw him some interference. That's what we need you to go ahead and hit that link for.
But I'm glad.
That's them to do Shy brother.
But look, put that comment up because I'm glad he didn't do that because that's backhanded stuff. I don't like backhanded people.
Intentional.
You see what I'm saying? I just like it was an honest holler. So it's like even if that was your girl, that's the type of holler that if that was your girl, I could say my bad. You feel me? But if I'm trying to backdoor you, that means I knew. You feel me?
Dirty Mac
and I had bad intentions. So it's like, bro, I just honestly was just that dress and everything. I could not help myself.
And that's one thing that I definitely like. You know, to me, Dirty Mackin is just something I can't respect.
Yeah.
Like why? Yeah. Like you think that less of yourself?
Yeah.
No, let me finish. Okay. To me, I just came Dirty Mac because like you gotta go like Candy said, you gotta play the back door.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta throw salt.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta diminish another man,
Jake,
to try and get your way in, to try and make your way in through the door. If you really that guy, go ahead, do it.
Yeah.
If you really that guy, approach it and be like, look, you know, I know you in this situation, or even if I don't care to know about you and being in a situation. To me, being direct and not trying to like doing it in the public eye and just go like shoot, like you said, shooting your shot, going for it. What happens? Because now I'm putting the ball in your court. It's not dirty macking if I do it publicly, and I do it, like in your face, and you allow it. Because now I'm not dirty macking. Now you didn't respect your situation. I'm just playing my part. I'm doing you a favor.
How is it dirty? Are we just talking in general?
We're talking in general.
He didn't say that was dirty macking.
I'm not talking about Jack Harlow and Quavo.
Because she's single. I'm gonna tell you what the hell was dirty macking. Just like this Facebook user that didn't give StreamYard permission.
That's Trey. That's Trey.
Maul from the Roy and Maul podcast. He explained the story. We don't have the video to play it, but he explained the story of. He has a friend. They was real friend. They used to talk though, but they became real close friends. Yada yada yada. He put her on to a restaurant. They went to the restaurant. She texted him while she at the restaurant, like, "Oh, we here.
Thank you for putting me on.
I'm with the dude. I'm with the dude I like. What I'm saying? So he calls the restaurant and he pays for the meal. I don't know what dirty Mac.
Wait. No, he didn't just pay for the meal. In his story, he said, "So I did some fly shit."
Yeah, he stunned on her.
He said, "I did some fly shit and paid for both their meal."
Yeah.
And now I'm just gonna say, that's not a stunt. That's not fly shit.
That's a thank you.
No,
I would appreciate that.
Okay. Now I need to hear more.
Because I'm so confident in mine. It's like, bro, if you're trying to be funny, I'm funny enough to eat and enjoy your meal and keep my money in my pocket this time. Thank you.
Okay. I thought you was talking about for Maul. That was a stunt.
Oh no, I understood.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just saying for me, like if I'm the guy and you're Maul, okay, go ahead, do
because for me personally, guess what? I'm gonna be like, bet. So now I can take you to the after spot.
We have a little bit more to work with
now. We have more resources. We about to have some more fun. I might run this shit back tomorrow because, like, hey, look, okay, he gonna pay for it. Hey, what you want? You want that tiramisu? Go ahead. But guess what? I'm gonna get you with the drinks. I'm still gonna make you laugh. I'm still gonna show you a good time. And guess what? I'm still gonna beat the Doonies down when we get home. All on your tab. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I need that extra tab, man.
Y'all are better than me.
Yeah, because I know, I know Hill will take that. Hill never take because Hill don't tolerate disrespect.
And that's what. Thank you. That is disrespectful, bro. I don't give a damn what type of friendship y'all got going on, what type of gesture you was trying to get going on. I don't care. That was disrespectful. Maul, when I see you, it's going down, bro. Now I get it. Now I get it. I'm gonna keep it playing. I ain't gonna trip. I ain't gonna ruin the night. You know what I'm saying? Because I definitely want to have a good night at the end. So I'm gonna keep it right. I'm gonna do my part. Oh, but the next day or whenever, Maul, let me holler at you, bro. Let me holler at you right quick.
But just think about it, Hill.
I thought about it.
But no. On a serious tip, right? Because it's like in the world that we live in, right? That could be a life-changing decision for you. You see what I'm saying? And it's like you got to be big enough to just he feel like it's a stunt, but it's like you can turn that into a stunt for you. You could never sweat. You could play it cool and say that's cool. And now like AJ said, now we going to this other spot I want to go to. Because
here's how I see it personally. To me, you worried trying to flex so much and prove
because of me,
and prove who you are, what you got, because of little old me. You don't even know nothing about me, and you feel like I'm so much competition to you that you got to be like, look, you know what? Oh yeah, I got money. I'll pay for you. In my mind, you a trick. Like you like to me that's no different to me than someone. A woman hitting a dude up to get flown out to see another dude. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On a smaller scale. So you basically gonna pay for this other woman's date just to show her, like, hey, look at me. I got money. I'm still relevant in your life. Give me a shot. Nah, player. Like, okay. I'm gonna be like, hey, thank you for paying. I'm on her story with my wrist and my tattoos. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. You let disrespect slide one time, you're gonna let disrespect slide the next time. I'm nipping this in the bud.
To me,
now.
I don't feel like that's disrespect from a sucker. Because guess what? Because I don't see that as disrespect.
It's a nice gesture.
I don't see that as disrespect. Because guess what? Now, okay, if you pay for the next, if you pay for the next time we go out, all right, cool. She's still with me.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it ain't like it's not like from what I'm seeing, it's not, oh, we in a relationship and this nigga just somehow still like in connection with you and financing you. We on a date.
Yeah.
Okay. If this man sees you as so much date, competition that he has to pay for our date to try and keep up, and he think that's fly shit, bro. Be fly with her all you want. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make her laugh. I'm gonna take her to some nice places, and she gonna tell you, hey, he taking me here. Let's go have some fun. And then I'm and then if the moment he decides he don't want to do that, that's fine, because I still can do it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I didn't show up with no money.
No, I didn't show up with no money.
I'm see, this is why
I'm gonna do it like the wood. I'm gonna put a mall jar. Every time you pay, I'm putting what I would have paid in the jar.
Yeah, that's
a fact. And every single time that we go somewhere and you pay, I'm just gonna put that money in the jar. And the moment you stop, hey, look, baby, let me go ahead. Let me treat you something nice.
That's a fact.
I might invite him next time. Pull up. Pull up.
Might as well.
Oh man, see, this is why you keep good dudes in your circle to stop impulsive moves like I would have made.
Yeah.
Hey,
look, you mess around and do something that you regret over something minuscule. You feel me? Not even important.
Look, I told y'all the other day. Me and my brother Deuce, we had this conversation. At this point in our lives, we're at a you got it, bro. Stage in our life, because it's like, hey, bro,
unless it's threatening my family or my physical well-being, you have it.
I ain't got nothing to prove to you. Because guess what? Everything that I've had to prove, I done proved it in my life.
Yeah,
I done fought in the street. I done won some. I done lost some. But guess what? The ones that I lost don't want to fight me again. I guarantee you that, because it was a long day at work. So now I've seen people get into arguments like on the Boondocks. I've seen some nigga moments in person. And I'm not trying to be a part of that, because I got to get home, bro.
Now, the same brother that you was talking to in this conversation also posted a meme and said verbatim, I ain't too old to be fighting, bro. You couldn't fight to begin with. But I ain't saying that was you. Look, I ain't saying that was you.
I
ain't saying that was you.
If you feel like I couldn't fight to begin with, that's fine. You can find out. But I'm trying, like I'm saying right now, I don't have the energy or the time to seek it out for something that I find is very minuscule in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to just let you put hands on me. Oh, we gonna fight. I'm not just gonna fight. Like, I'm not gonna pick out, oh, you bumped into me. Nah, bro, you got it. But if you bump into me and you be like, nah, where you, like, what's up, bitch? And you start trying to like get in my face. Oh yeah, I will defend myself.
You got to.
I will defend myself at all costs.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
that's different. That's difference.
Hold on.
That's a difference.
Dude said it was me. What's your point? I knew it was you. AJ caught the point. I was sending the subliminal to AJ. That's why AJ threatened me subliminally right after.
Hey, but look, but now you see, like, hey, this Deuce, like we were having this conversation, and you see what type of time we on.
Deuce is always on that time with Deuce. Deuce, I don't want no smoke with you, Deuce. I don't. Deuce always coming for me. Nah, that's my guy, man. Yeah. That's my guy. No, what was the comment I seen that was funny? That was him. No, this was he also said, I got to show it.
And I feel like
a daughter make it home.
That's what it's that's why I said here you don't want to make a decision that you're gonna regret, bro, because it's minuscule, bro, in the grand scheme of things. At this point, when things like that happen in your life, that's you're playing with universal odds. So you gotta play the probability. If you want a positive reaction, you gotta play the positive. You got to play the positive card. If you play the negative card, you will generate more negative responses from the universe. So it's like, hey, you know what I mean? And at this point in our life, we have more to lose than we ever did. You feel me? So I feel Deuce 100%. I'm just trying to get home.
Come on, Eric. Come on, Eric.
Eric. Come on now.
We still men at the end of the day.
That's a different story, bro.
For the listeners,
I'm not leaving my boy. You think I'm leaving Hill? Tell him Hill.
Wait. For the listeners, Eric asks, what happens if you out and your boy getting jumped? You jumping in. You goddamn right.
I'm not letting nobody get jumped. I'm sorry. I'm not no coward.
For one, personally, I don't respect people jumping people. That's one thing I never really liked. I've always been a person, hey, go heads up and call it a day. But if you out here jumping my boy, like I've been jumped a couple times. The times that I've been jumped, I've just been by myself because I roll by myself a lot. And I've lived a whole bunch of different places. So I'm just used to it. But if I'm with someone and they letting me get jumped and they don't jump in, I'm fighting. I'm fighting you.
I'm not even fighting you, bro. I'm fighting you. I'm just cutting you out of my life.
No, because I'm gonna cut you out of my life.
After you get these hands.
After you go like feel these hands.
That coward, bro. It's no point for you to fight a coward. So it's like,
Cannon. I don't ignore you. I don't ignore you often, but that advice that you go give me right then and there will be ignored. If I get jumped and the person don't help me,
nah. I'm more worried about retaliating to the people that I got jumped by. That's
they still getting that too.
Hey, and I ain't got time to waste on this coward. Like, cut him. I'm like Jerome. Load it up. We doing it tonight, man. I don't care what Franklin's talking about, man. We doing it tonight. And I ain't worrying about anybody who wants with me.
But the thing is, if you pulling a Jerome and load it up and we out tonight, I'm not about to just let let me out and you see me getting my ass whooped. Don't ask to get out and I'm already catching hands and feet. You dig what I'm saying?
Like, bro, I'm good on cowards, bro. I'm not wasting no time on a coward.
I'm not wasting no time on a coward. I'm getting what I deserve.
I don't never even gotta speak to you again.
I'm getting what I deserve on a coward. You're
just gonna beat him down. And so what? And you're gonna feel better. You're gonna beat him.
Yes.
So look, but now you're gonna be tired when you go and find the people that jumped you. You see what I'm saying? Because you wasted your energy. We don't
gotta spin the block tonight.
I'm telling you what I'm spinning the block tonight. That's what you see what I'm saying. You wasting time.
Red Bull,
he gonna get his, bro.
I'm gonna tell you like this:
Bull, Monster, Energy.
If I'm
coffee,
I'm putting energy to where it belongs.
If I'm spending
the night.
Hear me out. If I'm spinning the block in that moment, I still got time before the real niggas that I know that's gonna fight with me pull up.
Ahead,
so in the meantime, guess what? I'm gonna be in here hitting. I'm gonna be shadow boxing, hitting the pads on your motherfucking face like Deontay Wilder about to do before the Tyson Fury fight. You know what I'm saying?
Getting right back. I get jumped.
I'm gonna get me a nice.
Y'all leave me.
I'm gonna get me a nice sweat
right back
until everybody pull up.
Because no matter what, I got some people that will ride tonight. So it's like, I just need to hit them up, and we need to get it. We need to spend now. Before
this is me right here. This is me right here. This is why I don't go out. Me and my boys party at the crib.
That's the safest place to be.
That's from Eric. If y'all know me, as long as y'all know me, I will go to bars. And even now, at this point in time, I'm kind of done with bars because it's like I just rather be at home because I don't have time for it. Like I know how I feel. I'm like, hey, you got it, bro. It's cool, but I don't have time to be around no other motherfuckers who are trying to flex and prove a point to somebody else. Yeah. And then now now I got to do what I didn't plan on. I wanted to come out and have a good time.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's just like, hey, look, man. So now this is what we got to do. And like I said before,
even like to Eric's point, if you're chilling with your homies and y'all start to not have a good time, y'all can be cool enough to just decide to leave. You feel me? But like, it's different when you out in public and you bump into somebody that you know and y'all realize y'all not having a good time. It's y'all not gonna be on that. Well, I'm gonna just roll out then. So it's like I'd rather just chill with my people because I know it's like even if I get into it with my peoples, it's only gonna go but so far. You feel me? So I got a better chance at home.
We definitely didn't have some arguments and just went home, and the next day was forgot about it.
You just gotta go home sometimes. Sometimes you overstay your welcome.
Hill wanted to fight me before too, but it was just like, hey,
bro,
you know what?
Hill has wanted to fight everybody that he knows at one point or another.
It was just, hey, that's the prerequisite of hanging with Hill.
That's the prerequisite, bro. You know that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? You can't just hang with me and not want to fight me at least not one time. That's how can I learn my boundaries if you don't ever get that mad? You feel what I'm saying? I got to learn the boundaries so I don't cross it no more. But if I don't never learn that, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this, Snapchat, bro. Ain't nobody gonna play me, dog.
Hey, yo, we getting the show. We playing it this week, yo. We playing it, son. Hey, yo, speaking.
Eric,
look,
Eric,
so look,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, see, yeah, it's a fact. Look, hold on. Join the club, Eric.
Cannon, you was here this night. This is not my fault. Hill wanted to scrap over Madden in 2009. That's my line, brother Roosevelt. For the listeners out there, he is capping right now. That was not my fault.
Whose fault was it then?
It was his fault.
I mean, but it's both of y'all, so it's like it's Madden.
I ain't gonna lie.
And what I said, bro, I told
fault.
y'all then it's Madden, bro.
It was my fault. See, we were just getting to know each other, and I pushed him to the limit.
Yeah.
I pushed him to the limit, and I found out what the limit was.
Yeah.
And then me and Rose, they argue since. But I found out what that limit was.
And that's the thing about somebody like Rose. Rose is like super positive too. So it's like if Rose is like my brother. If Rose get angry, I'm afraid. I'm afraid if Roosevelt is angry, bro. Because
Trae Young is out game 4.
Wow, that was our guy. You just said that.
Yeah.
Our guy Justin Kearns. I feel bad for Trae Young. I hope that Bruce doesn't keep him out more than one game. That's our guy Justin Kearns from JDF Sports. Yeah. He got his show tomorrow. Buckets is at 8 p.m. I believe. They'll post the promo for you, but like I said, that's our guy Justin Kearns from Buckets. Damn,
I want to catch Kearns hoop.
I mean, when we do the JDF 3-man weave, 3-on-3
tournament, we gotta find out.
We gonna find out.
Gonna find out. This is a quick question before we transition. What if your girl got you jumped? Damn.
What you mean? If she set me up to get jumped?
I don't. If she set you up, that's not your girl no more.
So what you mean? Because she was arguing with a dude or something like that. You got to train your girl to just shut up in that situation, bro. I've had a talk. I've had a talk. Just because, like, I've seen it. I said, listen, if we're ever out in public and don't ever argue with another man. Let me do the talking, and she got to know that. And if you don't lay down, like Hill said, you got to lay down ground rules. Like Roosevelt had to lay down ground rules and let Hill know that I ain't going like this. You got to do that in your relationship. They say communication is key. You have to tell your girl, listen, when we're out together, we need to be moving as a unit. But it's same thing with a woman. I'm not going to be arguing with no woman. I'm going to let you handle that. You see what I'm saying? Because that's not my place to be arguing with no woman. And I'm going to let you lead and I'm going to follow your lead. And if it's a man, I'm going to lead and you follow my lead. And my lead is going to be if my woman about to argue with another man is just to get her up out of there.
Would you get us
up out of there?
Let me jump in here real quick because I've been in this situation before.
Someone trained the girl to be quiet. Go ahead.
And no, literally, that's what I had to do. Like
in that situation, not in life. Come on, man.
So you still gotta laugh at that
shit. So peep game. So
come on, Facebook user, give on stream y'all permission too.
So one night, we were out having a good time and stuff like that. And you know, women wear heels and they feet hurt and stuff like that. So we're standing at the bar, just drinking, having a good time. And she, she's been complaining, oh, my feet hurt, this and that. And it's a dude sitting in the seat directly behind her. And so I'd be like, hey, bro, like I just respectfully, hey, I tapped him on the shoulder. Hey, my man, you mind if she sit down just real quick? She got on these heels and her feet hurt. And he just looked at me and he was like, no. And I was like, okay, I understand that. And I was like, hey, but as a man, I need then I was like, as a man, like, hey, bro, you should want to get up and help this woman and let her sit down. And then she comes in like, that's hella disrespectful. This and that. Why you? And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's where it's like, hey,
like
2 men are speaking. Let me handle this, because now you starting to raise testosterone.
Yeah, because he's gonna
over estrogen. Exactly.
Oh man.
So it's just like, hey, no, you need to calm down and let these two let me and him have this conversation. So I'm like, that's all. Like, that's as much as I'm going to address you right now. When we leave, we gonna have a serious talk.
Yeah.
Because one thing my pops told me: if it's anybody you love in public, right or wrong, I'm with you.
Yeah.
And when we get in private,
we are united front.
We gonna when we get in private, we gonna set some shit straight.
Yeah.
But in public,
we are united front.
Me and my wife would have jumped it. Either you give us the seat, or we taking the seat.
Yeah.
No, but he got it. But
you know how we roll.
No, 100%. But that's what I'm saying. Like after a conversation, he got up.
But see, cooler heads can prevail, man.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, nah, we don't need all that sometimes, because now, like, I'm gonna explain to you, because I told him, I was like, hey, bro, as a man, you should want to get up, regardless if this is your woman or not.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And so he understood.
I'm pretty sure his feet was hurting.
But no,
Facebook user. No, I'm just saying. But he still should want to get up. I'm with you.
what ended up happening was he was holding the seat for another woman that he was with, and he didn't want to make it seem like he just gave up her seat. And so what I was saying is like, hey, bro, like, just in the meantime, like, I'm not trying to say, hey, you got to get up and give up this seat. I'm just saying, like, a rest, a little rest, relieve some pressure, and then we go move, because obviously we not finna stay in here the rest of the night anyway. But we need to relieve some pressure right now. And it was just like, hey, you know what? You're right. My fault.
Would you hit a girl? Would you hit a girl if they were jumping your girl?
No, Eric, no, bro.
I'm avoiding hitting a girl. I'm not hitting a woman, bro. I'm trying to, but like, if it's getting ugly,
I can block from her. I can jump in and block and get my girl out of there.
No. I'm not gonna jump in and block and get my girl out of here. I'm gonna jump in and I'm gonna hold the other woman and let my woman try and redeem herself and get them licks in. Because I know me.
Let's get off. We need to get off this topic.
I've told my friends, I've told my, like, any woman I've ever dated, if we get into an altercation, if I get an altercation with somebody, don't hold me back. Because if the motherfucker hit me while you holding me back, we gonna have some problems later.
But that's why I said just get her out of there. I'm talking about with the scoop and go. You feel me? Just we out of here.
I will get somebody else out of there, and while I get them out of there, you can hit her. I'm not gonna move somebody and you can hit her or me. Hell no.
You could also have the thing, and try to control the whole situation, but.
Little trigger type bang 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 bang.
You got something, Cannon? Cause go ahead.
No, I don't have none. I'm ready to transition.
Cause it was our actual fight.
That we said we was gonna get to.
Yeah. That we was gonna get to. Let's go.
As we're 30 minutes in.
Yeah. They took us left, as they always do. But I love it, man. That's what the support is here for. We can talk about it, have a conversation. But Javante Davis, he showed out.
Stick and move, Javante Davis. Le'Veon got room for patience. It's a dope podcast. All right, I ain't gonna.
Don't get quiet now, Candace. Give us the thought.
Because the lyrics is real, but no, man.
We ain't know you.
Shouts out to Marty.
Yeah, one shouts out for. I felt like that was like a throwback fight, man. Just remind me of like when Bernard Hopkins was around. Felix Trinidad was around, because there's nothing bad that I could say about Barrios except for that he didn't stick to his game plan. That's the only thing, because he was early on in the fight, he was winning on points. And he was controlling it with his jab, which I told our homeboy Rashad that me and Hill watched the fight with. I said, like, if I was Barrios and I had that height advantage and that reach, I would just dominate with the jab. I would.
Right, like
I wouldn't.
The bigger man.
Yep. But it's like they never want to. But as we know, he is an Aztec warrior. He got his ancestors were. So he definitely had the spirit. He started out executing his coach's game plan, but then he just wanted to, as Tank would land a pop shot or two, he just like, all right, now I want to land a pop shot or two. And so it's like he ended up, getting into a brawl with Tank, man. And Tank defense was on some Floyd Mayweather, Canelo type. You know what I mean? He was slipping a lot, and he was parrying almost everything. If you look at his face afterwards, it's pretty much clean. And something that he was able to do was something I've never seen done, and recently, was completely negate this man's jab, and he using just pat it down. I know you're gonna keep the jab out there, so I'm gonna just pat it down, and I'm gonna keep walking it down until I'm close enough to get my shots. And after getting my jab patted down for 6 rounds, I now stopped throwing it. You feel me? And that was his mistake. He still should have kept throwing it. But Tank's power, man, going up 2 weight classes was just super impressive. That was the big question. Could he bring the power up? Clearly, he brought the power up, because I mean, the first 2 body shots and then the hit to the head just launched him across the ring. It was on some Tyson. It was Tyson-esque, man. And just his finishing ability. So it's like, being able to close regardless at what round. And that's also a shout out to, his one of his sparring partners, Jalil Major Hackett, who we've had on this show. Coach Cal even said it, after he said people was worrying about, can Tank go deep, because he's always knocking people out. I think Tank only has 1 fight where he didn't knock someone out, which is crazy. But he's always knocking people out. So they're like, oh, you jump up, you might have to box this dude 12 rounds. Can you last? And it's like, bro, can I last? I'm doing 15 rounds with Jalil. And Jalil debuted at 147, so he's naturally bigger than Tank. So it's like, I'm getting to work in with bigger guys. I'm doing the necessary thing. Tank is the truth, man. Tank is good for boxing. I just really hope that Tank, personally stay on the right path and do what he got to do, because truly he could be one of the greats.
This was my question. Sean Hurt said he shouldn't stay at 140, though. At least not yet. What do you think? What should he stay at 140? Like, what should he do next? What is he going to do next?
I feel like he should work in between those. I think he should be smart. Pick your people at 140. Just don't go and think, I have take a 135, take another 130. Keep your belts in all of them, because right now he's a 3-division champion. And it's like, how long can you do it? Like, try to keep your belts until you can unify at 140. You feel me? Until you're ready.
So Eric, I don't know which Garcia you're talking about, but
Mikey.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm hoping it's Mikey.
I thought it was Ryan. I thought it meant Ryan.
I don't think
Garcia cannot last with Tank, man.
I don't think Ryan Garcia has faced the competition that Tank has. Even though, like I've said before, I've always wanted to see Tank step up in competition. And yes, Hill, you are looking shocked. Ryan Garcia is not my guy. I just
no. It's not about that statement. I'm talking about the competition statement that you said about Tank.
Okay,
that's why I was shocked.
Although, like I said before, I have said I want to see Tank step up in competition, because Tank puts himself up there in that A-class fighter the way he talks, and he hasn't fought that type of competition. To me, Ryan Garcia is in that B-class fighter. He's not there yet. He hasn't shown me that yet. and he hasn't like he still has work to do. He still hasn't gotten his like. To me, Tank is like he's put together like a fighter. Although he's small, he's he's put together. It looks like Ryan Garcia ain't got his man body yet. It's a different like we all know you can be a teenager at 195 pounds, and you could be a grown man at 195 pounds, but that strength that you have as a grown man is a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? You got them callus on your hands. It feel like you've been through some shit. And I don't think Ryan Garcia got that yet. And so that's why I don't think Ryan Garcia wants any problems with Tank. I do think Mikey Garcia would be a really good fight for Tank because Mikey Garcia is so technical and so, smart, ring savvy, been in there with some tough fighters, and he's went up to 147. Although he got his ass whooped by Errol Spence,
he survived.
He survived, and that's a big thing.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
And as much as we say he went up to 147 and survived,
I don't even think he got whipped. He got beat.
He got his ass whipped.
I felt like just surviving, going up to there and fighting the best.
He got his ass whipped, but we also talk about Errol Spence like he should go up to 156. So when he was at 147 fighting Errol Spence, and he went up 2 weight classes to fight Errol Spence, it's almost like he went up 2 weight classes to fight somebody who was 4 weight classes above him.
Yeah, because 147 is different. So it's like if you jump up 2 to fight 147, it's like different. And it's like, man, Mikey survived it, man. He didn't get dropped, and Sean Porter got dropped. You feel me? He's a 147 guy, and we still think that Sean Porter did great. This is why, as much as Spence was able to out technical Mikey in that one, which was like no one thought that Spence could box except for me and AJ. We were the only ones saying it. They was thinking that he was just power punch only, but he was able to just beat Mikey all around. But I thought, it was the physical aspect of it for Mikey. He just didn't have the strength and power at 147. But I felt like
it weighs on you, it leans on you, and Spence didn't come into that when Spence wasn't 147 pounds in the ring.
Yeah, of course not. He probably was 154.
And I need to go back and see, but I believe when I saw I believe coming into the ring, Mikey Garcia was about 148. If I'm not mistaken.
He just barely made it.
He just barely made it, and when he rehydrated, he was still almost at the 147 limit.
Yeah.
Where's Mikey Garcia now?
He's actually working on a fight now.
Okay.
So, and that's been one of the biggest knocks on Mikey Garcia in his career is that
big hiatus.
He always takes so much fucking time off,
but it's to control his own career. So I'm not mad at it. We talk about these fighters who fight a bunch of people that you don't like, AJ. Well, Mikey Garcia has fought all the people that he's wanted to fight because
100%. But I
managed his own career.
He's managed his own career, but that activity makes me feel better when you come into another fight.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So, he fought Jesse Vargas last year in February, right?
Yeah.
I don't want him to end up taking a fight with Tank.
Yeah, to be your first fight
in the next 6 to 10 months, and that's your first fight in almost a year and a half. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want you to kind of have like iron sharpens iron, but I don't want you to get dull just sitting on the cabinet. You know what I mean? Like I want you to continue to have those skills. I want you to continue to have to not worry about ring rust, because Mikey Garcia actually could be one of the elites in the game at 140, and he could throw his name in the ring at 147.
That's what he should have made Spence meet him at 140.
But that's what I'm saying, because Spence at that time was still he was strictly 147.
But he could. I feel like for the money, he could have made it to 140. He could have
and you know me, it
would have been a better fight probably.
And if
Spence would have been weaker.
If we just gonna do it for the money and stuff like that, make it a catch weight.
Yeah,
if we gonna do it for the money and resume.
I didn't understand why Mikey got to come up too.
Yeah,
to do that. And Mikey's a naturally small guy.
But the real reason why Mikey wanted to do it, because he knew 147 was the glory division. It's why
the glory division.
It's why Bud went up to 147. It's why a lot of people are in 147 now, because the glory division is no longer heavyweight. It is 147. Welterweights do have the biggest names in boxing.
I don't think none of those people that Sean Hurt. So let me read what Sean Hurt says. Tank still got Lopez, Lomo, Haney, and Ryan Garcia in his division. And of those names, the only person that I want to see Tank fight right away is Lomo, because he's the one that they act like is super great. Like, I don't even want to see Tio fight him yet, because I want to see Tio get some more work before you do that. And same thing, I echo everything that AJ said about Ryan Garcia. And same thing, I take what AJ said about Garcia and I put that right on Haney, because Haney, as much as Haney is way more technical to me than Ryan Garcia, he don't have the power to stop Tank. And Tank he took some big shots. Even though I say that he was playing good defense, Barrios did land some big shots on him. And one that made him dance was probably the best hit we've ever seen on Tank as a pro. So it was like, and he ate it. You know what I'm saying? He ate it. And
I hate Mario.
You know what I mean? But I know Lopez beat Lomo, but what I'm saying is Lopez is still up and coming. They've already crowned Lomo. Even after that loss, they still have him on the top pound for pound. So if he's going to be on the top pound for pound, make him fight Javante, who I feel like should be ahead of Lomo on the pound for pound, because here's what people don't even know about Lomo. He only got 16 professional fights. And I think that's including his fight this past weekend. He also fought this weekend and dominated your boy too, AJ.
That ain't my boy.
I thought you like him. I can't say his name.
No, you talk about NOA.
I know NOA, but the other dude is nice too. I can't say his name.
I don't fuck with him.
I don't know him. My thing about those names, my thing about those names that Sean listed was, I just think that Tilo, Haney, Ryan Garcia, they should be on their own path of three-way fights. You know, I'm about
to say they need to fight each other and settle it out before
they go to Tank.
But I'm ready for Lomachenko and
thank you.
And I'm ready for Lomachenko and Tank. That's a big money fight. Like Eric stated earlier, that Tank should only be looking for big money fight. Lomachenko ain't had a big money fight. This would be his biggest fight.
Right. Can I jump in?
Let's make that happen. Go ahead.
I want to jump in here and say, I don't know why, like the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight. I know Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight needs to happen, because they're both at the same age, and I think the winner of that should get Lopez. I think the winner. Yeah, I agree. I think the winner of Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia should get Teofimo Lopez. And then the loser fight Lomo.
Yeah.
And then the thing is, going to the two big, because
I agree.
Because Tio and Lomo are still above Haney and Ryan Garcia, in my opinion. And the loser of the Haney Garcia fight, fighting Lomachenko, is still a good fight. It's still a fight that's gonna sell. It's still a fight that people are gonna want to see. And the winner of that fight is on your resume. It's gonna get vaulted up even more. So you think of if Devin Haney beats Ryan Garcia, and then he fights Teofimo Lopez, and then Teofimo Lopez beats Devin Haney, that still means, okay, Devin Haney, let me fight Lomachenko and see if I can beat Lomachenko. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, hey, Eric, don't you ever say anything with AB versus anybody is big money ever again. That is not a big money fight.
AB don't even headline anymore, bro. We just seen him, and he wasn't even his last fight. He wasn't even the main event, was he?
We know that the next big money fight for AB is versus me. That's it. That's it.
What are we doing? Like, let's set this up.
Set it up. Big Dog Hill is ready. That's the next big fight.
It's a three, bro.
Tank is 26, Rose.
But is he still TMT?
Is who still TMT?
A teenage mutant ninja turtle. That's what the fuck he is.
I mean, he's in a partnership with them. That's another thing. Floyd, shout out to Floyd. As much as people hate on Floyd is not trying to rape his fighters and excuse my language. I apologize. Floyd is not trying to
get over and extort his fighters.
Yeah, he's trying to position them in a position to make more money, because listen, if you're your own entity, I'm my own entity, and we're partner, and you make money, we all make money. But it's like I'm not taking yours. I don't own your publishing. I don't own none of that. You own it. We just in a joint venture, and we can split our percentage, whether mine's a little bit more and yours a little bit less. But either way, it's all designated to where you own yours still. You feel me? And so it's like, if you decide to leave or go somewhere after me or stand on your own, you'll be in position to do that. So it's like, I can't be mad at that, man. It's still like there's still so much predatory stuff in boxing, just like there is in lending in America, period, for people of minority. And it's the same way in professional sports. These agents, these boxing promoters, all these people, they're trying to eat off someone else who has talent, and they're trying to exploit that. But that's the game, and that's always been the game. So what I say to young boxers, young athletes, educate yourself, man. Financial freedom.
Well, we got the news, the breaking news before the game even starts that Trae Young is going to be out. Any thoughts about this series? This series over now, right?
He's out just for one game because it's a bruise, right? So if it's one game,
it's a deep bruise.
And a deep bruise can have you out for like 3 days or something like that, 4 days, but he might be able to go next game. You feel me? So I don't think that the series is over. I do think that they're probably going to lose next game. Well, I might bet money that they might lose next game.
but here's my thing. Even if he's technically out a game and he comes back the next game,
he might not be a sub.
That bruise is still going to be there. We just don't know how much it's going to affect him. Because shit, I ended up, so in high school, I tore my meniscus and got a bone bruise under my kneecap.
Mm-hmm.
I had that bone bruise under my kneecap for like 6 years.
Yeah, dang.
So it's just like it just depends on how long it's going to last and how long it's going to affect him. So that was really, although he's not the only one on the court who scores, that was the guy who gets everybody going.
Yeah, no, that's a fact.
The thing about your bone bruise, though, that you went to patient first to get yours done. You know what I'm saying? They got top notch.
I was waiting for it, bro.
I won't go disrespect them. I won't disrespect them and say intern did here.
Wait. I went to Beacon. I went to Beacon Orthopedics, the same place Ken Griffey went to. All the places,
and that's what Hill don't know.
When he got injured, all of them times when he was in Cincinnati.
You better let him know, AJ. Let them know your people's got. Listen, bro.
But I do say, I was also doing this in a high school level on the baseball field. He's doing this in the NBA, in the playoffs, with a chance to go to the finals at the highest level. They gonna give him that Germany plasma replacement or whatever the fuck they was giving Kobe. This month he gonna get all the HGH and deer antler spray in the world to get his ass back.
They gave you icy hot. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that shit, bro. They did that shit, man. I put on.
But it's his on his knee,
and that shit
got on his knee,
ankle.
Fam.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So listen, the knee, AJ, because when you if you tore your meniscus, that means you had a serious enough impact to where your fibula and your tibia
had a bucket tear
clashed so hard that it tore your meniscus. So it's like that is some serious impact. You feel me? His is different. Like his hit, you know what I mean? So I feel like he gonna be good, bro. Anytime you tear your meniscus, because I tore my meniscus, and I had a bone bruise not for 6 years, but I had one for maybe like 3 months. So I definitely know about it. So, but it's like you might not have done the physical therapy to get yours out. Also, like Hill said, it's definitely something. It's definitely
fam.
It's 50% you.
I was telling Hill today. I went to go take a run today. I made it to the end of the street, and my body said, "Hey, we gonna walk. we finna walk these 3 miles. You not finna run on this concrete."
Bro,
so
I do.
Maybe you're right.
Swimming, biking. I don't do no because I don't have any meniscus in my right knee. Like my whole meniscus is gone, so I'm bone on bone. So I just do. I'm non-impact.
Oh, you out there
But I
like
can still shoot
DeWine Blair.
but I can shoot. You know what I mean? In case
So
you wondering, Ross. In case you wondering, Ross.
Yeah, but how we gonna do the 3-on-3 and you can't do nothing?
I told you I'm coaching. I'm not planning that. I like
right.
if we was gonna do flag football. I'm done. Like my career's over, bro.
So once again,
I could play.
I guess
I would be hurt the next day.
I guess we gotta sign Deuce.
Y'all could go ahead. We got him.
I'm glad you mentioned the flag football game because I got a little thing I'm working on.
Yeah.
I'm trying to set us up a flag football game where all of us are coaches. Even the Shell's gonna have a team.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
So the winner the winner between that game.
Shell hang with nothing but athletes, man.
hey, you better call some folks. You better call some folks.
You know, I got a couple on deck that I'm waiting on that I can put me together a team.
So the first projected date, and I'm trying to go for is July 30th
of this year.
Okay. This is now. This is now.
Stretching. He pushing.
Okay.
We can discuss some other things. We can discuss a later date.
I'm finna start putting my team together right now.
And that's what I'm saying. I already sent my text out. You know
this motherfucker trying to get
I had a little team trying to get a already, but I forgot who I had.
It's the dead period. This is a recruiting violation, Nick Saban.
Who? Yeah, okay. We had never stopped recruiting, baby.
This you know what I'm saying? Come on, Pete Carroll.
We never stop recruiting, baby. But
impermissible benefits.
But that's what I got in the works. That's what we got in the works. We got a flag football game we're trying to get together. And once we get that together, we're gonna try to move on to later on. Might get a basketball tournament later. We might do a softball tournament later. We're gonna get the thing outside is open. So we're gonna try to do some things out. But the first thing that we're gonna try to do is already in the works, and the Shell's definitely already working on it. We're trying to get this flag football game on. So later on, we can discuss on how we can change the date or figure out what we're gonna do. Y'all start texting your team, potential members. My team ready. My team ready. My team ready to hold it down. Well, we already talked about one team.
You with that same pool, so you got your daggone personal trainer on your team, ain't he?
I'm gonna send him a text. He had little knee issues the other day. You know,
good. I ain't mean good because you got your knee injury. But
you good. I don't need you on the
team.
I feel we gonna get him. We gonna get him right though. He been doing leg day.
He look like a certified tight end.
He been doing leg day and all that. So we right.
I'm not worried because I already got Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters. They gonna be on my team. Just know I got some guys. Oh yeah.
Let me reach out to some of my boxes and see if I can get some of my boxes out here.
This ain't a fight.
I'm just they athletes, bro.
Boy, out here trying to do some hand-to-hand combat.
No, I'm trying to get some wide outs and some corners.
That's gonna be a different
flag, so it's gonna have to air it out. You know what I mean? You ain't just handing it off and flag. I need some corners.
Yeah, you say hot. That's a different jam at the line right there.
I don't even want you. We playing zone coverage. You come to my team, we playing zone.
I know all about that Legion of Boom. You don't even like Legion of Boom.
Finna get a key.
This is flag. It's different. You know what I'm saying? We just need to cover space, bro.
we snatching chains out this bitch.
But them Suns and them Clippers, what's going on?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? AJ first.
So last night was a complete mismanagement of your game plan. They didn't come out doing the pick and roll, what they've been doing the entire season, what they've been busting ass at the entire season, at either Chris Paul or Devin Booker getting to the mid-range and DeAndre Ayton cutting to the basket, and if none of those are available, kicking out to get the open shot. People were just trying to settle for a drive and shoot or just some 3-point shots. And I think although all season and through the playoffs we talked about how Chris Paul was a calming factor, how Chris Paul got everybody into the right place that they needed to be, how Chris Paul really handled this young team, I think Monty Williams, as the coach, it still kind of falls back on him and his inexperience in this moment by not saying, hey, like y'all are pressing. We need to do what we have been doing all postseason. Monty Williams has been talking about poise. When you see your team is not playing with poise, you need to reel them in. And I don't think he did that in this game. I don't think he did it the last game. He just got bailed out. Even though Chris Paul wasn't there for for that last game, we got bailed out. No, Chris Paul was there. It was just ugly as shit. Yeah, that shit was just ugly as hell.
That game was ugly.
Yeah, it was just ugly. And I think Monty Williams has to understand Chris Paul, although he's a vet, you rely on him, y'all have a good rapport. He's still in the game. And so when you're in the game, you have a little bit more emotions than most. As the coach, you have to be even keeled. You need to call timeouts. You need to say the right things. You need to push those right buttons. And you need to manage the personalities. Like I said the last episode when people said coaching doesn't matter. Had coaching had Monty done the things that he was supposed to do and push those correct buttons, I think we would have won last night. Ty Lue pressed those right buttons. He knew who to put in. He knew to say, okay, we don't have Zubac in. We knew that, okay, let's put Boogie, let's put Batum on DeAndre Ayton, but let me give Patrick Beverly the free range. Hey, go be Patrick Beverly. Go be annoying as fuck. Why do I want to punch back Patrick Beverly in the face and ain't nobody else punching Patrick Beverly in the face? You get what I'm saying?
I would have dropped that ball.
And so Monty Williams has cut his rotation down so small, he's not utilizing other people to send a message either. Because although Devin Booker has always stood up to a lot of the people that have tried to bully him and press him and put pressure on him, he's the one who called Paul George a bitch last season.
Yeah.
But people are still gonna try Devin Booker because Devin Booker ain't never been to this point before, and don't nobody believe Chris Paul in this situation.
I was about to say Chris Paul.
That's what I'm saying. So people don't believe Chris Paul in this situation. So guess what they're gonna do? They're gonna try and see. Oh, if we can get your leader and commander out of his game, and then we can get the guy that y'all believe in is the next up out of his game. Oh, if we can get in their heads, we got it. And Patrick, as much as I don't like Patrick Beverly, it looks like he's been in Devin Booker's head because offensively, Devin Booker hasn't been doing the things that Devin Booker has been doing all playoffs. And even last game, he put up good numbers, but the numbers don't tell the whole story because, once again, I like to talk about nuance, and the nuance is in the efficiency. He wasn't efficient at all. And so I think Monty needs to do more on playing to his advantage. I would like to see a lineup. I would like to see a lineup.
I don't believe in him no more.
I would like to see a lineup of Chris Paul, Cam Payne, Devin Booker, Mikal Bridges, and then DeAndre Ayton. Because right now it's almost like Cam Payne has been playing with house money. And so if they go small, I think adding Cam Payne into your small lineup, but still having DeAndre Ayton, it's almost like back when the Orlando Magic were going to the finals, and you put Dwight Howard in the middle, and you just surrounded him with motherfuckers who could score, with Rashard Lewis, Hedo Turkoglu, Jameer Nelson, and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And now you have the option of putting Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and Cam Payne in the pick and roll with DeAndre Ayton, and then you got Mikal Bridges who can knock down the 3 too, and he still defend. And then all of them are still a good defender. Maybe outside of Devin Booker is going to get picked on. I think that matches up well with their small lineup because you put Cam Payne on Reggie Jackson or Patrick Beverly, he has the energy to keep up with them two dudes. You get what I'm saying? So I think Monty Williams has to work with what he got. We have a deep team, and they don't have Kawhi. Stop, bro. Don't just he needed to have the message of let's go out and fuck them up. Let's blow them out by 30. Not let's just win the game and go on to the finals. No, let's beat their ass by 30. Motivate them. Go ahead, Hill. I thought you didn't want to talk.
I'm because I was listening to you because that's your team. I'm leaning towards your expertise. Yeah. But I'm agreeing with your critique of Monty Williams, but I think you left off a key part. And as a person that you said that was very vital for y'all success was Ayton. Bro, he shot 9 shots last night. That's unacceptable.
Okay, so I said it. I was gonna say I said that in the group, but I just literally forgot to mention that part. That's all.
But it's like he can't. He really can't. And this is just real quick before you go. He can't. If you're not running that pick and roll, he's not going to have the opportunity to get into his flow like he normally does.
That's where he's been killing. That's why I said when Zubac was out, you were supposed to beat their ass to death in that pick and roll by getting by Chris Paul and Devin Booker getting to that mid range and DeAndre Ayton rolling to the rim.
Yeah,
like DeAndre.
For some reason, the NBA hasn't really figured out this small lineup, and I haven't understood why not.
I have.
And my thing is, when you have a quality big, you're supposed to dominate. And the thing about it is, the people only go small when they don't have a quality big or they don't respect your big. And I feel that they really did not have any respect for Ayton. And the reason why they didn't have any respect for Ayton because y'all really don't get him involved. He getting garbage points, like pick and roll stuff. He getting force fed. Why not draw some sets up, run some plays, and get him involved? Don't just force feed him to the paint and say go eat. Because I've seen that strategy not work either. That strategy is not a good strategy. And everybody always try to employ that. Oh, I got a big. Let me just and they just double down and stop all that. Run some plays, get some balls moving involved, and boom, towards the end of the clock. Boom, it end with 8. Boom, 1-2 move. You see it, and he hit something. But they didn't do that all night, and it was just like
100%. And I told you guys this personally in the group chat. Like, there's no reason for Ayton to have 9 shots.
None.
When you know Zubac is out. I'm sorry.
Even with Zubac playing, bro.
Because this is like when we had we had the conversation about Ayton being a rising star, and I said he's been doing this, and some I can't remember who it was in the group said, but Ayton was getting killed by AD and Jokic. Mm-hmm. I said, but DeAndre Ayton was doing what he's doing all season. They were killing DeAndre Ayton, but DeAndre Ayton was getting his against them too.
Yeah,
and they didn't allow him to do that. And so my whole thing is, it's not like DeAndre Ayton is Rudy Gobert, where he's just gonna get cleanup points at the rim. DeAndre Ayton, he can back you down, he can face you up, and he has some post moves. He may not have the most refined post moves in the game,
especially if nobody's there.
But I trust his post moves against Marcus Morris, regardless of how tough people think he is.
But look, so
still gonna foul me.
This is I agree with everything y'all saying. Is like I just feel like this is it's desperation time. It's Monty could have done better with the rotations and all this, but it's also Clippers just refusing to die, man. It's Clippers really trying to build something with Ty Lue. Yes, they're injured because Kawhi's out, and it's just like they didn't want to go home that night. I think ultimately they're gonna go home because I think they're outmatched. But I just think it was a good last ditch effort. We've seen teams do it before, give their last, and I feel like that was their last hurrah. I feel like next game might be a blowout. But I definitely agree with what Hill said. There needs to be some sets, at certain points in the game where Ayton is. We're coming down, getting into a set for him, and it should be on a lower block area where he could decide if I want to fade away type distance or if I want to make a move and get to the basket. Let him decide that, or kick it back out and reset. At least let me just try to be the option so that they're afraid to go down there. Like I said, like AJ said, I'm going Ayton over Morris anytime on the low block. I don't care what you say about Ayton's post moves, because he does have a jumper and he can fade away. So it's like that is always there. But I PG, we listen.
Hold on. We go. I gotta pause you because we gonna get to that. I know you go. We gonna get to that. We'll get to that. You was late to this production meeting, so yeah. But Ayton, the reason why I think it's still important on Ayton. Ayton got to work on his defense. I don't know he's not the best defender out there, but the thing about a big man's defense is getting him involved on offense. I feel that he wasn't involved on offense. They know the old saying.
It's like a fullback.
They know the old saying, to reward your big man. You reward your big man, he's going to play better defense. Bro,
that's a fact.
Boogie scored 15 points in 11 minutes. Come on now. Boogie's Boogie. Boogie's still good. Boogie's good. But 11 minutes, 15 points. He went 7 for 12. Who's checking him?
And my thing is, it's not about because I believe Ayton has got, like, if you look at it just through the course of the season and even the playoffs, regardless of how you say AD and Jokic treated him, he's gotten markedly better from his rookie year, because his rookie year, you wouldn't dare leave him on an island with Jokic and AD. You're talking about
those are also the top guys in the
league. Wait. Let me get to my point. You, like, in his rookie year, you wouldn't dare leave him on an island with Jokic nor AD. But he was also involved and he was engaged because he getting those points on the offensive end.
I like where he at with his defense. He can get better.
That's what I'm saying. I do too.
But he got to get better, of course. But
even in this series, he has done really good things on defense. I just think last night shows what happens when you don't get your big man engaged. His energy level gets down. Yeah. His help defense comes down. His willingness to kind of go up and really, really fight for those rebounds goes down, because you look at it last night, a lot of those rebounds he was trying to just tip to himself.
Yeah, and I was like, why? I hate the tips, man.
Instead of being like, I'm in the mood, like I'm checked in, and I'm just going down like Dennis Rodman. I'm kicking up, I'm throwing elbows, and I'm pulling that shit down.
They ask any, you know what I'm saying? They ask any big man, you know what I'm saying? You want to be rewarded for your efforts, and then you're gonna give you more on defense. That's any big man.
They love it.
So, like you said, like Cannon was starting with Clippers, like you said, they was on desperate times, called for, desperate measures, and they showed up. It was a flawless game plan. I mean, you executed to the T. I mean, he went small. He wanted to go small. He wanted to expand his rotation. He zoned this, keep him fresh. He did a lot, and I gotta commend Ty Lue for his efforts. I gotta commend. First, I'm going to go. Reggie Jackson, bro.
Yeah, I've always liked Reggie Jackson.
He want that max contract. He want to show him
again, because I was saying he's the John Wall was pissed, bro.
Yeah, he want that shit because he want to be like, hey man, I was liking that money.
I don't think we expected this level of play from Reggie Jackson. Like, Reggie Jackson is ball. Marcus Morris ball last night. I mean, the ball was cooking.
Yeah, I like the Morris too, man.
He was cooking. But Paul George, he showed up. He
showed up.
And that's what I was about to say.
He's been showed up more times than not this playoff, bro.
I don't think the Suns calculated in the fact that everybody was going to show up.
Correct.
I felt like they felt like
they all was showing up.
I felt like they felt like, oh, even if Paul George shows up, where's the rest of the scoring going to come from? Zubac's not going to score because he's not there. Do we really believe in Reggie Jackson? Even if Reggie Jackson goes off, that means Marcus Morris and DeMarcus Cousins got to go off at the same time too, and then it all fucking happened.
Like Candace said it perfectly. Like you said, this is an elimination game. You got to go, you got to leave it all on the floor. And they came out, everybody played. Like you say, everybody played. And then, like you say, when you got a game plan, and you know how most game plans work, if it's working early, I'm going to stick with it, and I'm going to start believing. You know what I'm saying? They was like, oh, we going small. Y'all can't handle the small ball. Oh, we going balls glory. Like, I got to commend my efforts. I mean, tip my hat off to everybody on the Clippers.
But definitely to real quick to Ty Lue, I want to tip my hat, and I definitely want to tip my hat to PG. And here's why. PG has got a lot of criticism over the last couple years, but he's remained mentally tough. You feel what I'm saying? And a lot of other stars, I'm just saying he has, because he here. And a lot of other stars, like, they're not handling being a professional athlete that well. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to people critiquing you and stuff like that. So I will say I respect, like, he said, like, dang, they say I shouldn't call myself playoff P. Well, guess what? I gotta be playoff P, and then they're gonna shut up about it. So it's like I like Paul George because, like, bro, it's like, all right, you want to laugh and joke about me? All right, next year, then I'm gonna come. He said he was gonna do it, and he's showing up this year. And I believe like if Kawhi was healthy and wasn't on the load management and all that, and wasn't in this spot, then they might really be a problem. I mean, they still potentially a problem, but it's like, hey man, gotta give credit when it's due.
So we go by what you say, Kenan. I want to dissect these statements of Paul George real quick, and talking about how he showed up and how he mentally is performing. So let's listen to this.
I say it was perfect, man.
I do. And it's honest truth. It's a fact.
Is he talking? Because I can't hear him.
Oh, you can't hear him? Hold on.
Can you hear him, Hill?
I know the video, so
I've seen it, but
it's low.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to pretty much give a synopsis for the people what he's saying, AJ.
The sound just went out on that one.
I don't know if I can hear AJ. Yeah, we can't hear AJ.
But as appreciation, thank you, Rashad. Shout out to the production team having the clips ready. You're trying to get y'all for the viewers, trying to get y'all the aesthetics, trying to get y'all aesthetic. What Paul George said, is he free? What Paul George said was he the most scrutinized player in the league. He said that's a fact. So when you say that's a fact, we always got to bring back your favorite game.
Yeah.
You got to bring back your favorite game.
Yeah.
That boy AJ is going through some things.
Yeah.
Where is it at? Where's our favorite game, AJ?
I don't know if he's gonna be able to get it. He's having technical difficulty. We can't even hear him.
That's why you got your backup here. I'm here, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like your mic on mute, AJ. I see it.
Yeah.
So
what is it?
Whatever you're doing, just take your mic off mute, bro.
Yeah.
I know. I hit a button.
We here, baby. Yeah. That's
Thank you, Hill.
We are here. We
are
here.
Team is here, man.
So, with that being said, the question is Paul George the most scrutinized player in the league? Fact or cap?
Cut the cap.
Cap. I will say that's cap, but I can understand how he felt that way because he took a lot of heat the last couple years. But it's definitely cap, big cap. But I still think he's been mentally tough, but it's definitely cap. He definitely capping right there.
I think what you said was profound on how he bounced back, on how he got criticized. He got killed last year.
He got killed, bro.
And this season, he was still getting killed and tested. Mm-hmm. Like I say, Devin Booker was the one that called him a bitch during the year, and people kept, and he spoke on this during the year. He continuously getting tested. He's dropped 20 plus points in 18 playoff games this postseason.
He's the Clippers guy.
Yeah. But
okay, go ahead.
When we only criticize the people that are held to a higher standard. Paul George was once held to a high standard. And when you give yourself a nickname,
the
moment he gave himself a nickname, playoff P, that's when everything went bad. And on top of that, you keep giving us glimpses of, okay, Paul George is here. George is here, right?
And
then you miss free throws.
And that was about to be my point. I'm not even gonna take it to OKC when he just left Russ out to
the free throws blew me though.
But my whole thing is this series, like, although you did good in game 5, but the series should have been 2-2 had you just made your free throws. And that's the reason why people clown you. You, like you said, you gave yourself the name Playoff P. To me, that means you are clutch in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You are the guy that's supposed to show up when it comes to the postseason. By missing, like, this ain't a buzzer beater. This ain't a last second shot. This is a free throw to ice the game.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me you're the most criticized player
when it's self-inflicted.
It's self-inflicted, because you haven't done anything. You haven't proved anything. You haven't gotten to the finals to show anybody that, you know what,
you play off P.
You play off P.
You should win one championships before you even call yourself that. Let's be real. Play off P.
Bro, get to the finals.
You need to win a chip before you play off P, bro.
Do something in the clutch before you, like in the clutch in the finals, to get yourself to the to the conference finals, to get to the finals, to give yourself a nickname. You didn't even do that.
But like we said, self-inflicted. You did a lot of talking. You gave yourself a nickname, and then you did a lot of talking. When Dame hit that shot in front of you, you did a lot of talking.
That was a bad shot. And when Dame missed the free throws, he was with everybody a key keying.
Big key, and that's really why he missing his.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how it go.
He did
Universe.
He did a whole.
That's how it go, man.
Bunch
and you're not practicing them neither. You think you gonna hit them?
Oh, we lost.
Lord have mercy.
But then on top of that, last year you hitting the side of the backboard. You missed the shot. But then you want to play blame on Doc Rivers and somebody else. You know, can we talk?
I remember he did try to blame Doc Rivers. Yeah. I mean, and respectfully so, but as a player, you don't come out and blame your coach because y'all are a team. And
I can't even say respectfully so, because it's not like Doc Rivers just was 100% to blame.
He wasn't.
You didn't because it wasn't like you came out and you dropped 30
and his defense was
every
bad
single night. You know what I'm saying? So you can't say, "Oh yeah, Doc Rivers." Nah, motherfucker, you was a part of this shit too. Yeah, you dig what I'm saying? And so the fact that you laughed at Dame, the fact that you were shooting threes off the side of the backboard in the playoffs,
whiteboard,
and then the fact that you missed, your clutch free throws, and you could have tried 3-1 is a lot different than 2-2, because 2-2 y'all went like 2-2, and then y'all win last night. Guess what? Now Phoenix is on the rope. Now Phoenix is up 3-1. Yeah, you won last night, and yeah, you had a virtuoso performance. You still down 3-2 and got to win 2 straight games.
Don't blow this, Phoenix.
But this is the second time y'all been on the ropes in the playoffs, and then I don't.
It technically ain't the ropes yet.
It's the ropes. Yeah. It's the ropes, because, like I said,
if it was my team, I would definitely feel like this is a must-win game.
Because, like I said, Chris Paul didn't even want to talk about 3-1 before, because he blew a 3-1 lead before.
I don't know about y'all, but last night was a must-win game for me, because y'all know how I feel about my sports teams.
It's so close. For it to be so close, just for you to, all you need, just
whatever,
come on, man.
Whatever can happen will happen. I've been there through it all. I literally have some of the worst luck.
I'm definitely fat to cap. Jared Harlow would give Quavo those hands 1-on-1. That's cap.
That's all. That's all.
I don't. I'm just gonna say I don't know, because I don't know what neither one of them do with their hands. So I ain't sold on neither one of them. But
sold on Quavo.
You seen Quavo fight?
Yes.
Who?
Right. We're seeing some clips after this. You know what I'm saying? Like AJ told you, Migos fight, bro. They fight.
I know that the Migos fight, but I ain't sold on 1-on-1 is a whole different type of story, man.
Bro, Offset doing that Superman punch off the stage.
Yeah, I like that. We ain't say Offset.
I know.
I would have had a different story if he would have said Offset.
What I'm saying is though, it ain't like it's just him. They all down for action. Poor Joe Budden was,
and like we said earlier, Jack Harlow is a 4PF affiliate, bro. He ain't really worried about if the rest of the Migos want to jump in, bang, trigger Tachi.
If the Migos jump in and Jack Harlow can get ESTG, then I got some. Then I got.
Come on.
If Jack Harlow get ESTG, then then we could talk.
It's an even fight. Then you know what I'm saying. Yeah. So, Celtics made a hire. Ime Udoka as the new head coach.
So Nia Long finna be sitting courtside.
Say it one more time, Hill.
I heard Mama got ass too. You know what I'm saying?
Ime Udoka.
Yeah,
older the berry, sweeter the juice.
They've been working.
Yeah, come on now. Nia Long already posting pictures in Celtics jersey, so you know what I'm saying, she's already on the first step of ending racism in Boston.
I never wanted jersey dresses to come back so bad until Nia Long posted
You
that picture in that
stupid
jersey.
boy.
Bro, listen, give me a jersey dress and some jellies and some hoop earrings.
No, I'm good with that time, bro.
That was a nasty error.
I know.
It's a nasty error.
It was nasty.
I was there. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Woo. All right.
But what y'all think about the hire though?
I love it.
I like the hire.
I love it. Just like, hey, what Issa Rae say? I'm rooting for everybody black.
That ain't why I like it, but I like it for that reason.
No, I like it for that reason, but just like, just off the simple fact. But I actually think he can coach.
He paid his dues.
He paid his dues, and I think he can coach. I think this is a wonderful hire, and especially now, it's not just he coming into a shitty ass organization. He's coming into an organization with pieces. One of the things that we've always asked for with black hires is, hey, stop sending us to these organizations and to these franchises who ain't got shit to show for.
Shout out to Brad.
At least he has some pieces. Even if he has to manipulate some pieces, make some moves, whatever the case.
He got up a good slate to start with.
He's not trying to turn shit into sugar.
And this is my real quick. This is my thing. Even if he's becomes not to be a great head coach, right? I think it's just a good thing that because he's paid his dues and done everything that you're supposed to, that he gets his opportunity. Like you said, and he's getting a legitimate opportunity, not just a throwaway opportunity. So I just think it's good, but I do think that it's that the Brad Stevens moving up was a good thing for the organization because Brad's more in tune with the newer generation than probably anybody else who's in the front office in that organization. Let's be honest.
I like what you said was shout outs to Brad and it could be minimized, but no, it can't be because they did an open search. They did a real live search and they really did interviews. And you realized that he was, you thought he was the best candidate. Cool. And what I like about it is you're not far. Yeah, you in the office, but you can lean on, he can lean on your coaching ability. And he came from a good tree. He came from that Popovich tree. He came from the D'Antoni tree, and I ain't gonna say nasty.
That's good for offense.
That's great for offense.
But remember what I was saying is get a coach in here who kind of has a different mentality than Brad Stevens, and it's almost like when Pat Riley had Spo, where it's like, you the coach. But I have some things that I can talk to you about, and we can work together. We can put this shit together, and we can be a team. And I can talk to you about my experiences as a head coach, talk to you about the personalities that we have in the locker room. But I can also allow you to kind of put your influence on this team, and that's what I like.
Yeah,
he said something in his press conference that was profound to me. Sorry to mention this, Brad, but 27th in assists last year. We want to have more team basketball, and that's what they've been lacking for the whole tenure of Brad Stevens, to be quite honest. There's been a lot of isolation basketball, been a lot of scoring, isolation scoring. They've been lacking a facilitator, a playmaker at any position for a while. It's time for them to go get preferably a facilitating. They need a throwback point guard. At some point, and just somebody that can just get somebody easy buckets.
So name one for us. Name an option.
Lonzo Ball.
I like Lonzo, man.
You go get Lonzo Ball to somebody that you're gonna get buckets from Jaylen Brown and Tatum. They're gonna get you bucket, but you got somebody that can get you some easy buckets.
Fox. Somebody need to get Fox up out of there, bro, and take your team to the next level.
Bro, he ain't saying a word, and that's somebody that need to be disgruntled because need to be getting up out of there.
Because he's keeping his. I think he's just trying to wait for the right moment because he's the missing piece. If you're saying you're missing a throwback point guard who can do it all, you feel me? Who can score, pass, dish, and play defense on the perimeter.
I feel you. He's more of a modern day point guard with some traditional sauce, because he can score, he can do everything. Like you say, he's more of I'm gonna get all around. He's an all around.
Yeah, he all around.
They need facilitating. They need that. They need.
So you want somebody who ain't gonna score? like just a straight ball
And-
handler
and-
passer.
And like Eric,
But Lonzo
Curtis was
Ball
saying,
can score too, though.
but his strength is passing,
and that's where because I think there's I think the power struggle right now is Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are kind of not on an even playing field, but Jaylen Brown thinks that they're on an even playing field, and there's no pecking order. So I think you need someone to come in.
Should be a pecking order.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think you need someone and either the coach can come in and establish the pecking order, or you can get a veteran.
I like Lonzo. I like Lonzo.
And you can get a point guard in there to kind of establish that pecking order.
And really, honestly, to get Fox, I feel like they will have to probably give up Brown. So it's like that.
But I think that works though.
I know. To your point, because I feel like he can. Because you're saying that he's that modern point guard, I think that he can replace some of that scoring, but also bring that facilitation to it, get us in better offensive sets and better transition.
I think the difference between a Tatum and a Brown combination is they do have different skill sets. It's it's different from, let's say, in comparison to a Dame and a CJ. That's a similar skill set. And basically, both of them just score. They don't do nothing else but score. They don't pass. They don't do anything out there. The thing about Jaylen Brown, he technically is still a 3-and-D. He can defend. He's better in transition. You know, he's athletic. You know, he can. You know, he can score. Now Tatum is that bona fide dog at a score. He's a prolific scorer.
Give me the ball like it's a bucket.
Yeah, that's who you could go to in isolation. You know who would benefit the more from that is a Jaylen Brown, because you have with the facilitating point guard, there's somebody just giving you easy buckets. And same thing for Tatum, bro. Come off a curl right quick and hit this. I've been saying this for years, bro. Just come off the little curl, off the back screen, boom, and somebody.
I just want to see Tatum and transition with somebody else facilitating. You see what I'm saying? To be able to just either get him spotting up or get him slashing to the rim right where he needed at. And so, like you said, you need a traditional point guard or a better point guard, an attacking point guard to make that happen.
Or a better system. Let's just say a better system in the back.
That could solve everything. Because Kemba could have worked if you just bring in a new coach and let him do his thing. But is he gone now? So it's like we'll never know.
And like you say, Udoka came from the pop system. He knows the ball movement, a team-oriented system. He was just under the wing with D'Antoni. He was just under the wing with D'Antoni. He knows offense. Like I say, he can unlock some things. He can unlock some things. They still need some personnel upgrades at certain positions. I don't think the work is done for them. So it's going to be an interesting all season for the Celtics for sure. Somebody else got hired.
Yep, Jason Kidd. Who?
That's gonna be a whole I think a whole another 30 minutes. I don't know. We might.
But wasn't it somebody else? Who was the other person?
Chauncey Billups got hired.
Yeah, Chauncey Billups. Yeah, shout out to Big Shot.
You know what? Before I'm glad you said. I'm glad he said that. Sean Hurt said they need a Mike Conley, a Dragic type.
And that's why I wanted somebody to bring some names up. Thank you, bro.
Shit, Conley might be expensive though, even though he stayed hurt.
Conley, man, I don't know if Conley. I didn't like what Conley. I don't know if it was the environment. I didn't like him this last part.
This season, he was legit. The first season it took a little growing pain, a little adjustment to get to him. But you know, I think this season, like I said, the Jazz was the #1 seed, like
for a reason.
Yeah, but in the playoffs, I just felt like he didn't give me what he. You know what I mean?
True, that is true. Chauncey Billups got hired by the Blazers.
I like. It's a good hire, man, and I think
he paid his dues.
Yeah, and I think he's very knowledgeable about the game. I think, I think they gotta. If they can keep Dame, that would be definitely good for Chauncey. If they can't keep Dame, it's almost like what we've talked about. It's like you setting yourself up. But it's also like if I'm Chauncey at this point, I'm gonna just take my shot. So it's like the Blazers is a decent organization, regardless of whether they lose Dame or not. I feel like they should be able to work something. Do something to be at least a decent team, and I feel like it's a good chance to get your feet wet to see if you could really do it.
So here's my thing. Depending on what you get back, if you do have to move Dame, with Dame I mean, with CJ Nurkic for the time for the time that he will be healthy in the regular season, and they get hurt right before the playoffs or whatever the case may be, and then the Hall you get back for Dame, you still have a good chance, to at least be a playoff team. So I don't think Chauncey is coming into a terrible situation, even if he loses Dame. Yeah, you're not the team that you have if you have Dame.
You want Dame for sure.
Without Dame, you're a fringe playoff team.
Yeah,
and that's like a fringe playoff team in your first.
But I'll take that.
It's still kind of good. You're not.
I'll take that if I'm Chauncey.
You're not Steve Nash inheriting KD and Kyrie.
Bro, that's don't even happen, bro.
Can I get you some pushback?
Of course, I'm ready for it.
Okay, we've seen a lot of major trades recently.
Yeah,
where they don't be getting nothing back.
the team that gets rid of the star, they've been in rebuild mode, or they haven't made the playoffs yet. Right. They haven't recovered from getting rid of that star.
But
so as I'm saying it, okay, the Blazers get rid of Dame and they get back a Hall. They get back whatever, they get a whole bunch of draft picks, they get back some players, they get back a whole bunch of stuff. They're not making the playoffs.
But AJ's case is that they friends without Dame anyway to make it. So if they do get some things back, they should be able to try to make the playoffs if Chauncey can be a good coach over there.
And here's my thing, like we've killed Danny Ainge for, and like we may end up killing the Oklahoma City Thunder for.
We're going to.
Yeah, of course. If you get this haul of picks and you just sit on these picks and hoping that these picks are hit, then that's going to be a problem. But like I've said before in the NBA, package these picks and try, go for your shot. Yeah. Shoot for it, because now you could possibly get a disgruntled fringe star and build a team instead of having,
I ain't gonna give you too many more fringes.
Yeah, but listen, you're going for it, right? You said you're going for it, right?
Yeah.
You going for it with Dame. Go with it with Dame.
I mean, we gotta go for it no matter. We gotta go for it no matter. Of course, you want Dame.
Give rid of CJ.
Yeah, say something else.
But I'm just saying, we don't know if he's gonna have control over that. Dame wants to leave.
Right.
No, he doesn't.
Here's my thing.
It's a report that said he wanna personally, and it's another report. They say he don't want to go. Nobody knows what he wants to do. But think about it. If I'm the organization, I ain't got to trade you. I ain't got to trade you, bro.
Yeah, but also you don't want to. You saw what happened. We said the same thing. Houston don't got to trade Harden. What they do?
And what was they
trade him to exactly where he wanted to go, bro? I never seen nothing like that in my life.
And what was the first thing that AJ said about that trade? You could have got way more for that.
And bro, I hated that trade. Okay, it was no reason. You literally gave this man everything that he wanted, and you didn't even get nothing in return. You had a horrible season. But it's like, I don't think that they would do that in this situation. But at this point, I don't put nothing past the team, bro. It's like,
bro, they hired Chauncey Billups because of a Dame vouch.
And that's why I'm hoping that he gonna stay. Listen, I'm on you with the Dame stand. I'm hoping, but I do feel like if Dame does leave, and I'm AJ's kind of selling me right here. Because they have a decent core without Dame, like they're not a trash team. They're not just a Dame team. And so if they get a decent haul, whether it's picks and they GM get to working or whatever, and they get some decent players, some role players in there, I feel like they have a chance to make the playoffs.
Before you go, CJ only looks like CJ because he's with Dame.
Yes,
I get that, and I'm not making CJ nothing more than what CJ is. Believe me.
So, to me, it's I don't know. I think the Blazers would do it, but I don't think the other team involved would do it. As if you trade CJ for someone like Jimmy Butler, and you pair a Jimmy Butler with Dame, and I think that gives you a much better.
That's a super team. In Hill's eyes,
that gives you a much better chance at getting over the hump than doing what you've been doing with Dame and CJ. In that, just having the backcourt with a Dame and CJ trying to get you points, because Jimmy, he's gonna get you points He's gonna get you rebounds. He's gonna play defense, and he's gonna add that added element to it. And I think with kind of the way that the East is going right now, Jimmy is 31. Yeah, CJ is a little bit younger.
CJ's 31.
No, CJ's 29.
No, I'm talking about CJ. I'm talking about Dame is 31. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Dame is 31. But so now you got to like now it's almost like you're going with it with Dame and Jimmy, who are two older players, but if you pair them together, it feels like a good marriage. And now the Heat get, although he's only, very, he's not, substantially younger, but he is younger at 29, CJ. And then you pair CJ with Bam, his scoring, something that Jimmy didn't necessarily do, on a consistent basis. And people think CJ can do, you know what I'm saying, from what he has showed you and
maybe he can
in Portland. So it's almost like you have that scoring ability of CJ, and then you pair that with the defensive prowess and that post presence that Bam gets, and maybe you think that's gonna give us a shot in the East.
So and what you just said, you said before you make this statement, you said another team won't do it right. Basically saying the Heat won't do this right.
I don't think the Heat will do it, but I think it would be a good it would be a good idea for each team to think about.
Cause this is my thing then. Just re-sign Oladipo.
Yeah.
If you the Heat,
100%,
give you everything that CJ been giving you, and he just wasn't healthy when he got there. Like, well, I mean, right. Why would I do that? I'm basically essentially getting worse. If I'm the Heat, that's not winning basketball. If I'm the Heat, getting just blow it up if that's the case. But that's just me. I could be biased. Whatever. It is what it is. CJ,
I feel you on that. But I see what AJ's saying, but I definitely feel you on that. And I think that's why AJ preferenced that by saying he don't think that
it's one sided. But the thing about it is the Heat got the ammunition to go get Dame.
Yeah.
So
shit, throw something else in and try and get Jimmy, because I think that would be dope. Like that would be good. Shit, I would throw y'all fucking Nurkic if y'all gave me somebody like if y'all gave me. But
then if Nurkic and Dame leave, then I don't know if they don't make the playoff now.
I'm not saying Nurkic and Dame leave. I'm saying CJ and Dame leave. But you get Jimmy and somebody back, or you get just get Jimmy and then you sign somebody in free agency. Shit, go get Drummond or some shit like that.
I'm just saying, bro. I think he's right now, initially speaking, on whatever date they said on June 29th, that Dame and the Blazers are in a lose-lose situation.
100%.
Unless they try to unload somebody else and try to bring some people in Portland and see some things. I'm gonna wrap it up with my closing statement. If Dame would have just listened to me and took a short-term deal, like I've been suggesting all these NBA players do, he'd be a free agent this offseason and wouldn't have to worry about none of this trade stuff. He could have been making his own decision and have his career in his own hand. Now he's dependent on hopefully the Blazers being generous to him and giving him the things that he wants. So
he didn't learn shit from Bron.
They never do. Bron
really tried to give all these motherfuckers the blueprint.
They never. And let me expound on that.
They're thinking he's old, and I'm young. He's old at the time.
And before, and AJ understand, but let me clarify. I'm not telling these dudes to take less money. I'm telling them to take less years.
Yeah, that's it.
Deals, yes.
Go get your max. Go get your max money by all means. Just take less years, bro. You're going to get your money. It's the NBA.
Don't tie yourself down.
But this is episode 111. You can catch us on all major podcast platforms, 3Man Weave, Instagram, Twitter, 3Man Weave _ and TikTok.
And we're on TikTok.
You can email us at podcast.3.man.weave@gmail.com.
Clap.
Don't think that we forgot about you, Mavericks fans. And the Mavericks, we want to expound on that topic. So we definitely going to save that for next week on, that hire with Jason Kidd and all that.
We got Mavericks
returns.
Oh, and we definitely got a whole solid 3 in the group.
Yeah, we do.
Hey, free my guy Mark Jackson, Mark Dave the Crush on Facebook. He in Facebook jail.
What you do, man? Y'all bugging out on Facebook lately, man.
Hey, but
I feel like he'll on Facebook jail too on the low.
I don't be bugging out, bro.
But I feel like you was in jail on the low, man.
I feel I was too. I don't know how. I don't know what's going on, but my guy still found a way to support You know what I'm saying?
That's
Went
what's
to the
up,
YouTube.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't never keep a real one down.
Yeah, shout out to Mark, man.
We out.
Penny staying at Memphis, by the way.